Good morning. Today's stitch is the Tunisian. Let me see if I can get enough light here. That's a little bit better. Today's stitch is the Tunisian Noose stitch. As you can see, this creates a nice, interesting sort of pattern here. It can be used for a lot of things. You could use it to make blankets. I wouldn't use it for something with children, infants. It would make a great pillowcase, those kind of things. But let's get started. Now I've already started with my regular, base chain. This is a 2-row repeat. It is a multiple of 4 plus 1 stitch. So I did start with 13 stitches. So for this one, I am going to do another row of Tunisian simple stitch just because I think it looks a little bit better, which is basically just going through the vertical bars and pulling up a loop all the way across. Until, of course, we get to the end. And then when we get to the end, we will do the neat stitch by going through the last 2 and pulling up a stitch. The return pass is your standard pass, which is chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 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 all the way across to the end. Now this stitch, you will need to use your fingers. And you'll see why soon. All right. Okay, to start this, we are going to skip the first 3 loops and do a full stitch. We're going to elongate that stitch, pull out our hook, then we are going to go in between the first 2 stitches, front to back, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now, you have 3 hidden vertical bars behind this noose, so you will actually go into the first one, Tunisian simple stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, but you also want to go through that loop there. Then you'll pick up the next 2 stitches, Tunisian simple stitch, and the next stitch, Tunisian simple stitch. Then this next stitch here, you will just do a regular Tunisian simple stitch. Then again, we're going to skip the 3 stitches. You are going to do a full stitch, elongate that stitch, use your fingers to hold it, remove the hook, then go in between and yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, we are going to do a Tunisian simple stitch in those 3 vertical bars that are hidden. So you will Tunisian simple, but you'll also pull through the noose you just made, and then 2 more Tunisian simple stitches, and then again another Tunisian simple stitch. Then you will go in between this last bar, pull up another loop, elongate it. I don't know why I keep moving out of camera range. Keep it nice and long. Insert your hook front to back in between. You are doing a full stitch essentially. Yarn over, pull up a loop, Now again, we want to work behind where those 3 hidden stitches are. In the first one, Tunisian simple stitch, pull that up, but also pull through that first loop that created the noose. Then you will do 2 Tunisian simple stitches. Now count your stitches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We know we had 13, so we'll do the neat close by going through the last 2 stitches. The return passes as normal, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 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 all the way across to the end. Okay. Row 2's repetition begins with 2 simple stitches. First 2 stitches. Tunisian simple stitch, 1, 2. What this does is it will stagger the nooses where they move over separate from each other. Then again, we will skip 3 vertical bars, 1, 2, 3. Do a full stitch, pull that up, elongate the stitch. I'm going to hold it here. You're going to go into this stitch here. This is where we are going to go into. Insert your hook back in. Go into that stitch. Okay. Go into that stitch. Yarn over, pull. Oh, I missed the loop, didn't I? See, it happens. Sometimes you just need to make it a little longer. Insert the hook, full stitch, pull up your loop. Now again, we have those 3 stitches that are hidden behind the noose. So we'll do a Tunisian simple stitch, pull up a loop, but also go through that first loop, then Tunisian simple, and then again, the next stitch is Tunisian simple stitch. Now again, here we are, we're going to skip the next 3 vertical bars, going to pull up a loop, elongate that loop. Now you're going to go in here, so you're going to place that loop in front of there, going front to back, yarn over, pull up a loop, and again we are going to do Tunisian simple stitch in those 3 stitches that are hidden behind. Find them, do your simple stitch, but pull through both of those first loops, then Tunisian simple stitch, another Tunisian simple stitch, and then the next 2 stitches are simply Tunisian simple stitches. And then you will go through the 2 vertical bars like normal. Return passes as normal, which is a, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way across. And there you have your first 2 rows. Now you're simply going to repeat row 1 and 2, and we'll do that again. Maybe it'll make a little more sense this time. Going to skip the first 3 vertical bars, pull up a loop, elongate it, make it long, take out your hook, then you're going to go back into that loop and through that first space, yarn over, pull up a loop. Again, you will work the 3 vertical bars that are hidden, Tunisian simple stitch, but you will pull through the first 2 on the first one, then the next Tunisian simple stitch, 2 stitches, and then the next one is a Tunisian simple stitch. Again, you're going to skip the next 3 vertical bars, pull up a loop, elongate it, take your hook out, go in between the 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop. Well, I got a little hot there. All right. And then again, we're going to work in those 3 stitches that are hidden behind those 3 vertical bars, Tunisian simple stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through the first 2 on that first one, you're creating your noose. Then Tunisian simple stitch in the next 2, I don't know why that's so hard today. And then the next stitch is the regular Tunisian simple stitch. Again, you're going to skip the next 3 vertical bars, pull up a loop, elongate it, then stick your hook back through front to back, yarn over, pull up a loop. That cat's going crazy. Then again, you're going to work Tunisian stitches, simple stitches, in those vertical bars that are hidden. Go through that first one, Tunisian simple stitch, but pull through the first 2 loops, then Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch, and then again through the last 2 for your verticals, and return passes as normal, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 2, 2, all the way back to the beginning. And then we'll begin row 3. I am going to move this back a little bit. Hang on. Okay, again for our second row, we are going to begin with 2 Tunisian single crochet. 2 Tunisian simple stitches. My mouth is tired. And then we will begin by skipping the next 3 vertical bars, pulling up a loop, elongating it, identifying where we're going in, right here. Again, make it nice and long. Use your fingers and go in, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we are going to work in those 3 vertical bars that are hidden. First we got to get them. Oops, I did that wrong, didn't I? Sorry about that. Elongate it, pull it up. We are going to go through these 2 stitches here. Insert your hook, go back through. Yarn over, pull up your loop. Now we will work in those 3 stitches that are hidden behind. the vertical bars, pull your noose down, work a simple Tunisian stitch in the first one, pull through the 2, and then Tunisian simple stitch through the last 2, Tunisian simple stitch in the next stitch, and then again we will skip the next 3 stitches, pull up a loop, elongate it. I don't know why I yarned over there. Skip the next 3 stitches, pull up a loop, make it nice and long. You're going to go in between those 2 stitches, do a full stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. And then again, you're going to find those 3 hidden stitches behind. Do a Tunisian simple stitch in the first one. And yeah, folks, I use my fingers with this one. It is a little bit fiddly, it's a little bit different, but it creates a unique fabric. Yarn over, pull through 2 on this one, then 2 Tunisian simple stitches for the rest of that. And then again, Tunisian simple stitch in the last 2, and then through, make your neat stitch through the 2, yarn over, pull up, return pass as normal, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way across. And this is the noose stitch. And you would just repeat those 2 rows all the way across. Now I would end it with 2 rows of simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch, once I was ready to end it, and then I would bind off as normal. But you can see how it staggers and it makes that nice neat stitch there. So that is something to consider doing as you follow along. I think you will find that it works out well. It does make a nice stitch pattern, and it's just a lot of fun. Challenge yourself a little bit to move outside of the box. Next week we will be doing the tulip stitch. So I'll see you again then. Everybody have a great week. Bye.